I'm 2 months postpartum, so I wanted to give you guys an update on how everything's been. We'll start with me, and C-section wise, I feel pretty normal. I honestly felt normal post C-section at like the 4-week mark. I think that's when I stopped bleeding. I'm still numb at the whole like incision area, and I don't know if that'll ever go away. It's a really trippy feeling. I do occasionally feel like a random like sharp pain in my lower abdomen, so I'm assuming that's from the C-section, but I haven't brought it up to my doctor yet. That's the only thing that I would complain about. I also went through a little bout of having like headaches every day, like really bad headaches, to the point where I'd be just like down for the day. Those kind of finally stopped. I get them like every once in a while, but they're not daily like they used to be. I'm also doing really good like mental health wise. I do have a little bit of like normal postpartum anxiety. Like I don't like being away from my baby, but that's normal. I wouldn't say it's extreme like it was last time. Last time I had really bad intrusive thoughts and was just like a crying hot mess all the time. Breastfeeding wise, I feel like we're doing good. I had a lactation consultant come the day that he was home from the hospital, and of course that day he like was latching perfectly and she couldn't really help with anything. But now I feel like he's gotten a little bit of a lazy latch. Like he latches pretty shallow and it can be painful sometimes. So we're working on that. I'm also thinking he could possibly have like a lip or a tongue tie. The lactation consultant looked in his mouth when he was like fresh, like a few days old, and she didn't notice anything. But I'm definitely gonna have the pediatrician check it out this week when we have his 2-month appointment, just to make sure. I am leaning towards it probably just being a lazy latch because I have an oversupply and my letdown is really forceful. So I think he's learned he doesn't have to actually latch on and do any sucking to get milk to come out, because it's just gonna be spraying out at his face anyways. I had a little bit of an oversupply issue on one side because he was only wanting to feed on one side because he'd get so full, and then I'd pump the other side and fully drain it, and it was just like a weird cycle of making way too much milk. So we're working on that right now, and I feel like we're finally getting a little better. He started eating on both sides again. So if you have a forceful letdown, this is what I've been doing. I've been putting the Haka on one side first to kind of like drain it a tiny bit. I literally just like suction it on and just let whatever's spraying out finish before I latch him on. Or sometimes I don't even need to do that. I'll just have a burp cloth around, and as soon as I notice the letdown is just being too forceful, I'll unlatch him and just like catch it all in the burp cloth. Kind of all the updates for me overall this postpartum journey has been, I don't want to use the word easy, but just simpler than it was last time. Because last time I had not a colic baby, but he had like GI issues. He had like a soy and dairy intolerance, so literally everything hurt his tummy, and I had to cut so much stuff out of my diet, and it was just stressful. So not having to do that this time has made it so easy. My baby also likes to sleep. He sleeps like all night. He wakes up one time, so that's been really nice. Pretty much it. This is like a little angel unicorn baby, and he makes me want to have a million more.